In the autumn of 1869, the small town of Cardiff, New York, was about to become the center of a sensation. It all began on a chilly October morning when two laborers, Gideon Emmons and Henry Nichols, were hired to dig a well behind the barn of a local farmer named William Stubb Newell. The men expected nothing more than a day's hard work, but as their shovels struck something solid about 3 feet down, they uncovered a discovery that would soon capture the imagination of the entire country. What they found was astonishing. A massive stone figure, more than 10 feet long, lying buried in the earth. The figure looked like a petrified man, with chiseled features, broad shoulders, and a solemn expression. Word spread quickly. Neighbors rushed to see the giant, and soon crowds were gathering in Newell's yard, eager for a glimpse. Newell wasted no time. He built a tent over the site and began charging visitors 50 cents each to view the Cardiff Giant. People came from miles around, lining up for hours. Some believed they were seeing a true marvel, a fossilized man from a forgotten age, perhaps even a biblical giant. Others were skeptical, but the excitement was contagious. Newspapers picked up the story, and the legend grew. Scientists, preachers, and curiosity seekers all weighed in. Some experts declared the giant a genuine ancient relic, while others insisted it was a clever fake. The debate only fueled the crowds. Within weeks, the Cardiff Giant had become a national sensation, but behind the scenes, the truth was far less mysterious. The giant was the brainchild of George Hull, a cigar maker from nearby Binghamton. Hull was a skeptic, frustrated by the religious revivals sweeping the country and the literal belief in stories like those of giants mentioned in the Bible. After a heated argument with a preacher, Hull decided to prove how easily people could be fooled. He set his plan in motion in 1868. Hull purchased a large block of gypsum in Iowa and had it shipped to Chicago. There, he hired a team of stonecutters to carve the block into the shape of a man, instructing them to add pores and other details to make it look ancient. The finished figure was then shipped by rail to Cardiff and secretly buried on Newell's farm, where it lay undisturbed for nearly a year. When the discovery was made, Hull and Newell watched as the crowds and the money poured in. The hoax worked better than Hull could have imagined. Even when some scientists began to suspect a trick, others defended the giant's authenticity. The debate raged on, and the Cardiff Giant became a symbol of both American curiosity and gullibility. Eventually, Hull sold his share of the giant to a group of businessmen for a hefty profit. The new owners took the Cardiff Giant on tour, displaying it in cities across the country. P.T. Barnum, the famous showman, even tried to buy the giant. When his offer was refused, he had his own replica made and claimed it was the real one. For a time, America had not one, but two Cardiff Giants, each drawing crowds and sparking arguments about which was genuine. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. The truth finally came out in December of 1869, when Hull confessed to the hoax. By then, the Cardiff Giant had become a legend. People were amazed, embarrassed, and amused all at once. The story was a reminder of how easily people can be swept up by wonder, and how even the most outlandish tales can take on a life of their own. Today, the Cardiff Giant still exists. It rests in the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown, New York, where visitors can see it for themselves and imagine the excitement it once caused. The story of the Cardiff Giant is more than just a tale of trickery. It's a window into a time when America was young, curious, and eager to believe in the extraordinary. So the next time you hear about a discovery that seems too incredible to be true, remember the Cardiff Giant. Remember that history is full of surprises, and that sometimes the best stories are the ones that make us question what we think we know. If you enjoyed this journey into one of America's greatest hoaxes, Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. What legend or mystery should we explore next? Drop your suggestions below, and remember, the world is full of wonders, some real, some imagined, and all worth discovering. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep the fire of curiosity burning bright.